Hey everybody, James here from All American Guardian. Today I am going to be talking about social networks. Should you use them for your business? So sometimes people ask me that have a small business, a brick and mortar, an actual go-to business that you can walk in the front door versus an online. People ask me, should I have social media profiles like a Facebook and a Twitter and an Instagram? YouTube is even considered social media. And my answer is usually something like, well, it depends. Okay. It depends on what type of business you have. There are certain ones that I favor more than others. I really think Facebook, of all of them, is a go to. Like, you've got to have a Facebook. And the reason why is because the majority of Americans that are out in the world doing business have Facebook, especially these younger generations that are coming up. And you may not think it's anything important that a teenager has a Facebook right now because that's not your customer right now, depending on what type of business you have. But for most of us, teenagers probably aren't our main source of business. But hey, in the next 5 or 10 years here, those teenagers are going to be our main source of business. And the older people that are in their 70s or 80s that don't have a Facebook right now are unfortunately going to be passing on to the other side. And so we have this like rotation of folks through the system here. And so we kind of have to get on board with this technology. Um, Facebook, though, the reason why I like it is because so many people have it. Whenever they like something, they share it. They go and tell their friends about it. Even if they don't tell their friends about it, Facebook is very good about letting your friends know that you liked something or that you checked in somewhere. Um, Facebook reviews are huge. Okay, my wife has a business, it's a nail salon here locally, about 10 minutes down the street from where we live. And her Facebook reviews, she's probably got 50 or 60 reviews on there over the past few years, and they're 4.9 out of 5 stars. I mean, they're almost all fives. There's maybe like one or two people that said three or four, for who knows what reason, because she's awesome. I mean, she's 5 star service. So, anyhow, but when people hear about her, or there's people on Facebook sharing the pictures of their nails that they just got done, they go look at her page and they're like, whoa, look at these reviews. Like, everybody has nothing but kind words for her and her business. So it makes her much more reputable and people automatically trust her. That trust factor is right there. Remember, you got to know, like, and trust. You got to develop that know, like, and trust so that people want to do business with you. And having pictures on Facebook lets people get to know her, because she uploads pictures on a daily basis, if not at least several times per week. She's uploading pictures of her work, of nails. And she doesn't put the client's faces, so she doesn't really have to get like a release or anything like that. It's just pictures of nails. But now new customers can go on there and look at all these pictures and go, wow, like, she does really good work. They get to know her work. By looking at the reviews, they get to trust her, and hopefully they get to like her as well by looking at all this, because she also does Facebook Live videos. So Facebook really provides a lot. I mean, between reviews, uploading videos that were either pre-recorded or doing live, it lets you post and connect with people who have liked your page. You can run Facebook advertising when you have a Facebook account. And then the shareability. I mean, people just see what everyone's doing that's coming to your shop. If they're checking in, or if they're saying something about your business, or they liked a post of yours, all their friends can end up seeing this, which will just bring in more customers. So Facebook is one that I definitely recommend. As far as Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, things like that, and there's many others, but those are probably the main ones that most people know about. I would say it really depends on your business. Instagram's a lot of photos, so I would say if you're into photography, or if your customers are on Instagram, then you probably need to maintain an Instagram account. If your customers really don't use, say, Twitter, if you don't think they use Twitter, then there's not really any reason to have a Twitter account. The problem with having too many social media accounts is that it's very hard to keep up with all of them. Okay, so I would say a good piece of advice would be only set up the accounts that the social media accounts that you really need and that you're going to use. And when I say really need, I mean like your customers are there and you're developing traction by having a social media account on that particular platform. So, like my wife, she has a Facebook, and I believe she also has an Instagram because she posts a lot of pictures of nails there and she has a lot of Instagram followers because of that. So Facebook and Instagram, that's her two big things. And she gets business from that. People share her business. If she were to open up a Twitter account, which actually I think I did start her a Twitter account several years ago, but she never really used it. Her customers aren't on Twitter and she's probably not going to get much traction from it. So there's not really any point in proceeding with trying to maintain a Twitter account for her business. So same thing for your business. You basically just have to look and see where your customers are. You got to know a little bit about your customer. You could test things out, but ultimately only open social media accounts and maintain these social media accounts that you can actually keep up with and that are helping your business. So with all that said, how do you keep up with all these accounts? Let's say you had 3 or 4 that you're trying to keep up with. Well, there is software out there that can help you. One of them that I know off just off the top of my head, even though I know there's probably a lot more than this, is Hootsuite. Okay, so this is a paid platform. Their starter plan is $19 per month for 10 social profiles and 1 user. So basically, it will let you post one item that gets cross-posted, it gets distributed across your network of, let's say you had five platforms, 5 social media platforms. You had, let's say, a Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Um, what can I think now? Instagram, Pinterest, blah blah blah. You've got 5 of them. You don't feel like going and posting, having to log into each single one of those and posting the same thing over and over again. You can post one time to Hootsuite. You can schedule the post right here. See, it says bulk scheduling. So if you want it to go out at 5 a.m. tomorrow, but you're working on it right now in the evening, and you know that at 5 a.m. you're either not going to be awake or you're going to be getting ready for work or getting ready to go to your business, you're not going to have time to post, but that's when you want the post to hit. You can schedule it for 5 a.m. So it's kind of cool. It will post for you in advance at a future date and time, but it will post to all 5 of those at the same time so that you don't have to go and log into all those. So it's a time saver. It simplifies it for you, and you could actually go and load up, 10 or 20 posts in advance, schedule them to go out, say once a day. So now you just took care of, if you loaded up 21 posts for once a day, you just took care of 3 weeks worth of work all in one sitting in say 30 minutes to an hour. So that's what's great about software like this. If you don't want to pay for this, well, first of all, there is I think it's a free month trial. Start your free trial. Let's see how long they give you. So that's what's cool. You could test this out. Yep, 30-day free trial. So really, there's no risk whatsoever. You could test this software out and just see what you think. If you don't want to continue with the paid platform, that's $19 per month, and you want to put in a little elbow grease, you can come over to IFTTT. Now, what is IFTTT? IFTTT is if this, oh, I'm sorry, if this, then that. That's what it stands for, if this, then that. So I know that sounds kind of strange, but basically it's like a simplified like programming. It's almost like programming stuff. So let's say you have a blog on your website. This is just one example that I've used it for in the past. You can set up things in IFTTT, which is free, called recipes. And I could set up a recipe that said, if I post to my blog, I want that same information that I posted to my blog, or at least the first few lines, a snippet of that information, cross-posted on Facebook and on Twitter. Now, what you have to do, the way that software is notified of blog posts is something called an RSS feed. Okay, so you would have to set up a recipe that let the RSS feed trigger a post from your blog to Twitter and Facebook. And it would do it automatically for you. But it does take a little bit of work. You got to go in there and set this stuff up. And it's free. If you don't feel like doing this, or you feel like, okay, that sounds way too complicated, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, IFTT, what, RSS, what, there are people who will set this stuff up for you. Okay, so a couple places I know of. You can go to Fiverr. Now, I don't know the quality of these because, well, there's a lot of weirdos on Fiverr. There's some good people, but there's some weirdos too, and you got to watch out. So let me just type in IFTTT. And here we go. Yep. They will set up IFTTT networks for you. And they set them up to a lot of different sites. I mean, let's look at this here. Not just a couple. They'll set them up to, I haven't logged in, so it's not letting me look at this. Well, there we go. They will set them up to post to your Google+, Twitter, Evernote, Pinterest, YouTube. YouTube can also be a trigger. Your blog and YouTube can be triggers for these posts. Anyhow, they'll set this stuff up for you. A basic one tier with 15 social networks is $20, and it'll take about 5 days to set it up, or you can pay $25 and they'll set it up in 2 days. So I know nothing about this. I'm not promoting this guy. I mean, I guess I kind of am promoting this guy here on Fiverr, but like I said, I know nothing about his service. If you want some guys that I know are awesome, is it SERPLab? I'm trying to think. No, SERPLab is not it. Okay, so I figured out the name after a couple of minutes of thinking. I'm like, who the heck were these guys? SERPspace. So it's SERP space, SERPspace.com. If you go to their website, I haven't been to their website in a little while, but I've actually ordered these networks from these guys, and they, in my opinion, do very good at this. I mean, they're experts. So see right here, syndication networks. Click on view more, and I don't know if they're going to show us pricing. Give your syndication network now. All you need is the single syndication network. Yeah, it's asking me to sign in, so let me just sign in. All right, so there we go. It's $75. So you can see the price difference there. You can go to Fiverr and pay $20, $25, or you can pay triple that. But like I said, I think the quality and how well this is set up is probably going to be worth paying the one-time fee of $75. Like I said, that's a one-time fee. I was telling you a free way to do it using IFTTT instead of paying $19 a month. But if you don't want to set up IFTTT by yourself, you want an expert to do it, pay SERPspace $75 one time, and then after that it's free. And I've even sometimes when I've had an issue with the setup afterwards, like just sometimes the recipes inside IFTTT will shut off or not work for some reason. I simply sent a support message to SERPspace, and their customer service guy got back with me pretty fast, like within a few hours, and he kind of troubleshot it and got it working again. So I think that's one good thing about you're going to pay a little extra money, but you're going to get better service with these guys. So anyhow, that pretty much wraps it up. As far as social media accounts go for your business, I would only set up what you need and set it up where your customers are and where it's actually going to help you get some traction with your business. So, Facebook, I would say, is kind of a must just because of the review capacity on there, and there's so many people on there. Almost anybody can get traction with a Facebook account, whether you're a party planner or a wedding cake designer, or maybe you're a criminal defense attorney. I mean, everybody can use Facebook pretty much for their business. Next, I would say YouTube. If you do YouTube videos, if you're comfortable getting in front of the camera and showing people about your business, YouTube's a huge one. I'm on YouTube. Trying to get my wife on YouTube. After that, The other ones like Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, it really depends on if your customer's there, if they're using those networks. And as far as maintaining all these, look into Hootsuite, look into IFTTT, or you do it yourself, or you hire somebody within your company to do it for you. That's about it. Let me know what networks you have up and what networks you prefer and where you get the most traction. Put that in the comments below. Might have a special gift for the best comment. So go ahead and tell me which networks do you use for your business, and which ones do you think get you the most traction as far as new customers. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much. Take care.
All American Guardian, keeping vigil watch over your business website.